Hi everyone. In this video, let's discuss about the classification of imported and exported goods under the Customs Act. Okay. Basically, we are going to discuss about three major topics. One would be the rules of interpretation. Second one would be general explanatory notes, and third one would be the discussion with respect to the project imports. Okay. Let's begin with general explanatory notes first, followed by rules of interpretation, and lastly, we'll cover the project imports. Right. General explanatory notes. There are six rules of interpretation and three general explanatory notes which are covered in this particular chapter. First, general explanatory note. Relevance of 1 dash, 2 dash, 3 dash. 1 dash denotes a set article, group, or of article as subclassification of the article or group article covered by the set heading. Refers to subclassification, okay, of the group covered by the said heading. Okay, 2 dash refers as a subclassification of the group of the article which has 1 dash. See, 1 dash is, see, let's put it as like this. Okay, first there would be some heading. Okay, sorry, but just give me a minute. First, there will be something called as heading. Okay, we'll put first 1 dash, and this will be known as first subclassification. Okay, within this, if I put point number 1, instead of that, I'm going to put double dash. So this double dash will be a sub part of the first dash. Okay, and anything beyond this will be sub part of the preceding one. Okay, see, this first 1 dash will be sub part of heading, 2 dash will be sub part of 1 dash, 3 dash or more will be sub part. Now let's move on. Percentage in relation to a duty. It means the duty to be computed at a percentage specified on the value of the goods. You have to compute the value as per the valuation rules given and apply the percentage to arrive at the customs duty. Okay. Standard rate applicable if no preferential rate specified. If there is no preferential rate, then general principle what to do? We have to follow the standard rate. Then now let's move on to the rules of interpretation. First, we'll understand what are the rules, then we'll move on what are the contents, and then we will end. Okay. Then first rule is general rule of classification. General rule of classification. What does it say? Title of section, chapters, subchapters is of reference only. Terms of heading read with relative section or chapters notes legally relevant. See, there will be something which will be given in the rules book, or else even in the example we will say, for example, this with respect to electronic devices. That doesn't mean that type of section doesn't mean that it is given only for ease of reference. Okay, see, I can't know what's the technical term for rows and all, right? Say for example, we have in biology, we have technical terms for rows, lotus or something. Okay, so I can't, as a common man, I will not be expected to know the scientific name of those. Similarly, as a common man, I will not be expected to know the legal terms for the particular headings. That's why, for ease of reference, title, section, chapter names, and subtitles will be given. The terms of headings read with relevant section and chapter note are legally relevant. Whenever I have to quote legally, I have to quote the terms of headings read with relative section or chapter notes. I have to quote it. Only then it is legally relevant. Okay. Do you need to quote an exam? No. You need to quote only the as per rule 1, as per rule 2, as per rule 2A, 2B. Like that you have to quote, but nothing more you have to quote it. Okay, then. Second one, classification of incomplete or unfinished article 2A. It deals with classification of incomplete or unfinished article. So which means I have some work in progress. Okay. So if any particular heading refers to finished complete article, incomplete, unfinished, unassembled, disassembled form of that article also classified under same heading. See, it means the FG, let's be an accounting term still. The finished goods related article will cover the work in progress related article also. For example, I am building a chair. Okay, I am building a table. Okay, it is in progress. I'm yet to paint or something is there. Okay, it is unfinished product. I have to put. I've made all the things ready, but I have to assemble it. Okay, so it is unfinished product. So there is no specific tariff for the unfinished product. Then what to do? I have to refer the section which contains the particular heading which refers to the provision with respect to the completed article. Okay, what are that to do with respect to wooden chairs? Okay, or wooden tables, that particular heading I have to refer to. If it has essential characteristics of the finished goods, if it has almost essential, everything is there, only have to put some nut and bolt. Okay, then it is almost having the essential characteristics of the finished goods. Then 2A is also done. It's completed in 10 more minutes. Okay. Classification of mixtures or combination of material substance with other materials or substances. I'm going to sure or combination is there. So what I have to do? Reference to a mixture or substance would be reference to the mixture combination of reference to material or substance would refer to the mixture combination of that material or substance. Reference to material or substance would include reference to goods consisting wholly or partly of such material. See, it happens that I'm going to produce a steel. Okay, there's something, some iron is needed, some other metal are needed, right? So whichever metals is there in the tariff, I will refer to that particular metal or particular material or substance which is there in that particular mixture or composition. Okay, as a general rule, if it is something is very much higher, okay, something is 95 percentage, okay, other different there are many other things which constitute the remaining 5%. Then what I will do, I will refer to the 95 percentage material in that particular tariff. That is not specifically given in the rule, but it's a general interpretation. General interpretation. Okay, it's not for legal purpose. Okay, then classification in case of goods are classifiable under two or more heading. What to do if I particular good is getting classified under two or more headings? Like we had this particular example. Assume it's a mixture. It's getting classified in two different heads. What to do? Check specific over general. Check whether there is any specific principle which is given or specific provision which is given instead of general provision. For example, say what happens is something is given as iron things, iron articles. Okay, specifically iron rod is given. Okay, and now we are going to get the tariff for iron rod. What you should do, you should go to the specific one rather than general one. Even though it's an iron product, you should go with the specific one rather than the general one. Essential character principle. If goods cannot be classified, you cannot apply this rule 3A. Then what you should do? You should check the following. Composite goods should be classified on the basis of the material substance that gives the essential character. This is the one which we discussed earlier also. 95% is steel, right? So you go with the one that is based on rule 3B. Okay, essential character principle. Okay, which is giving the, which is still there, which is forming the principal supply. We had, right, in the composite supply, the rate will be taken as per the principal supply. Similarly, here, the one which gives the essential characteristics, that rate will be applied. Later the better. If the goods cannot be classified either in 3A or 3B, then later the better. Why this rule is there? See, if the first one is applied, then there's no need for second one at all, right? So if something is coming the later, then that will be the revised one. So I'm going to apply that one. Okay, see, for example, you say that iron ore, okay, iron, okay, iron related articles, and then you specifically say uh, thin iron, or you said just say thin iron articles. Okay, iron thin iron articles. They are not exactly there in the act, but I'm just giving for example purpose. Okay, so iron, thin iron articles. So this iron rod, if it has to be applied for the first one, second one will not be given. Right. That's why I'm telling that later will be the better to be classified under the heading which occurs last in the numerical order. Last in the numerical order. Hope till this you are clear. Then akin rule. What does this mean? If goods cannot be classified either as per 1, 2A, 2B, 3A, 3B, 3C, then, okay, to be classified under the head in which most akin goods are classified, in which most akin goods are classified. If you cannot apply the rule 1, rule and rule 3, then this rule 4 you have to apply. What does akin rule means? Akin means most similar goods. Okay, most similar goods. Then rule 5, classification of cases or containers used for packaging of goods and packing materials, packaging containers. So you have that boxes, right? What to say? Boxes, right? So that will be known as classification of cases or containers used for packaging of goods. Okay, classification of cases or containers used for packaging of goods. First, you are going to uh, use classify the goods or containers. I mean, cases or containers used for packaging of goods, camera cases, musical instrument cases, and similar containers to be classified with the specific article, set of articles, when of a kind normally sold to their world. See, generally what happens for if you get a badminton racket, then what happens? The cover is also given, so it will be classified. For example, okay, it will be classified with a similar good. It will be classified together with the tariff which is applicable to that particular badminton exception. When packing material itself gives the essential of a essential character as a whole. Okay, that can be sold separately. Then okay, no issues. Okay, generally, if see, if it is a guitar boxes, okay, or musical instrument boxes, that is veena boxes or guitar boxes, it will be sold only with guitar, right? In that cases, this particular rule will be applicable. You will apply the tariff which is applicable to that particular main article. Classification of packing materials and packaging containers. Packing materials or packaging containers presented with the goods therein to be classified with the goods if they are a kind of normally used in the packaging of such goods. Okay. Durable containers capable of repetitive use to be classified separately. See, I'm going to use some cardboard boxes, which is like in normal trade practice, I'm going to use the same, right? Similar method to pack the goods. That's why it will be classified together with the article itself. Okay. I mean the goods which is going to be taxed. Then if it's a durable container, okay, even I can use it separately, then it will be charged separately and classified separately. It will be charged separately and classified. Only subheading at the same level are comparable. This is a rule which says that, see, I have a heading. Okay. I cannot compare with some other product which is there in some other heading. I can compare only with the other heading and the subheading within the same heading. Okay, say, within A, I have A, B. Say, assume A is the heading. Okay. Then I have A, B, C. Okay. So I can compare A, B, A, C only and not with B, A, B. I cannot compare A with B, A. Okay. Clear? I can compare only subheading with another subheading under the main heading. Then let's move on to the project import. What does project import mean? It means import of machinery or instruments or any apparatus. Okay. Okay. Falling in a different classification required for the initial setup or substantial expansion of a unit, which is required for a particular setup. I'm going to get it separately. Okay. Unassembled parts, I'm going to get it separately, but it's all things are getting to be used for one particular project as a whole. Then they'll be known as project input. This is like a huge setup of machinery layout. Okay. For that cases, it will be applicable. Classification of project items. All items imported under a project, irrespective of nature or customs classification, one consolidated rate of customs duty is applicable. Individual exemption notification is applicable even for items grouped under project imports. Say one consolidated customs rate of duty will be applicable. Okay, for all the items. Okay, either one can be 10%, one can be 15%, but one consolidated rate of duty will be applicable for all the items which is there under that particular project export category, project import category, and if there is any individual exemption, okay, say for example, steel is not taxable. Example, okay, very clear. Okay, it is just an example. Steel, there is no customs duty. Then that particular exemption will also be applicable here. That value will be removed. Okay, so that individual exemption notification is applicable even for the groups items which are grouped under the project imports. So with this, we have completed the chapter 3 of customs related provisions. Okay, stay tuned for more videos. Thank you so much.